No. Obviously you can't. Vegans aren't really known for hunting animals, are they? Or dragons, or dinosaurs. In the Monster Hunter series, you kill big dragons, dinosaurs, beasts, relish in the brutality of the fight, the awesome combat, and addictive gameplay. But can we find any way to progress in Monster Hunter world without the killing or use of animals? It's a fool's errand, but we're not going all or nothing. We'll try to be as vegan as possible, and make a little compromise here and there, otherwise there'd be no video. Please drop a like or comment if you like my style, if you like my stuff. Let's embark then on a new journey to a new and slightly vegan world.
Cheers!
To be vegans, we must first create one. Now, what colour hair is she gonna have? Ah, perfect. Yes, this vegan babe has a jawline chiselled by the gods. Must be all that chewing of soft things? I don't know. None of the vegans I know in real life look remotely like this, but I have got her looking perpetually offended, so that's a start. I've found that this character creator doesn't let me create the monstrosities I'd like to create, but maybe that's for the best, as you'd end up hunting yourself, as per the title. Unfortunately, the default armour choices have already caused us to fail the challenge, for the first of many times. If you choose the starting armours, they all contain what looks to me like leather. Leather being from cows. Probably. I don't know if cows exist in this world, but animal skin all the same. Even no armour starts you with a little leather belt. We know how Japanese character designs offer an abundance of belts. I guess this grey colour makes the belt look like something other than leather, some kind of textile. We're going to consider armour sets to be comprised only of the parts they're made of. The chainmail set requires only iron ore, so that should be alright.
How about a toast?
Our blue-haired beauty starts on the ship, horrified by the gratuitous meat consumption occurring all around her.
You're on the A-list, right? Huh. Meowdy-doo.
The ship is rammed by a living volcano. Our cat dies. And we do some slick, dynamic climbing moves that I can only describe as insane. Movement that would tear up your hands, cause loss of skin all over, and remove the nipples off your chest, were you to try it.
Hurry! Oh, wow.
By the way, we are pro handler on this channel. All my homies love the handler, and I'm no exception. I will not tolerate any handler slander. Do I make myself clear?
The new world.
Before reaching our new home, we're introduced to the local fauna. And have a look at some plant-based cake.
Come on!
Jump!
Turns out our Palico, the cat, didn't die. And we spend the first night doing a bit of bow practice for reasons.
Alright, this is our first job. Our current objective is to eliminate a specified number of Jagras.
Much to our dismay, the very first quest really fails the whole challenge. There is no way to avoid the first main assignment, which is culling Jagras.
A pack of Jagras! Those are the monsters we're after.
These little yellow lizard dudes. You can't capture them. I suppose you could make an argument from necessity, right? That these packs of dangerous lizzie boys are threatening the human encampment. But still, Killing animals isn't really vegan, is it? 7 of them, no less.
Don't let them get away.
It all gets too much to think about. Should I do it? It's the only way to progress. The Commission has ordered it done. Close to these majestic beasts, I need to sit down and think about it. Dear me, I'm in quite the devil, Joe. If only there was some way. Can we clear them off without killing them? God, they're a bit noisy, aren't they? Hang on. What's that smell? Huh. Guess I'm imagining things. But wait! What happened? The Jagras are all dead! Except one, who chases us off. Okay, we're clear. There's more over yonder. Let's sneak up on them and... And what? The quest ended. What was that? These ones are all dead too. Something's out there killing off Jagras, and we get the credit for it. Our girl, Veganator, doesn't feel good about this. She's gonna feel worse soon.
Okay, our job is to cull a certain number of Kestodon. Recently, their numbers have been getting out of hand.
The next quest is another culling. This time against Kestodon, another animal in the small monsters category, meaning if we want to proceed, we need to break our code and kill things. As for the cat question, our palico is an animal that works for us, right? So we're using a cat to do our bidding, our dirty work. I think no. The feline races, are sentient or sapient. My palico, Odd, is my buddy who joins the hunt of his own free will. The felines live alongside humans in this world as members of society.
Good work. That just about wraps up our work here. Now!
Your stamina cap has dropped. Eat some well-done steak to restore it to max.
No, we're not going to eat the damn steak. With that said, we start the game with rations, and the supply chest's easy rations for every quest. I don't know what they're made from, so we're going to assume that they're not meat. It occurs to me here that we can't pick honey either, or have mega potions because, for fuck's sake...
Honey isn't vegan.
Even if we're not keeping the bees, taking honey from a honeycomb is both destroying bee habitats and taking food from their mouths. Honey is so useful in Monster Hunter as well, it's in like every recipe. So our leader decides it's time to hunt the Great Jagras after we've finished. Well, I quit the quest. We've got some preparation to do. When given a choice of nothing but deadly weapons to stab, slash, smash, or shoot monsters with, there's no humane option. My first plan was to use the hunting horn. That way I could say, oh, I'm just putting the monsters to sleep with a lullaby, playing them some music, you know? Well, putting them to sleep with a concussion, skull fractures, brain damage. So maybe not the horn. I opted for the bow in the end, thinking I can use the coatings to put monsters to sleep, or paralyze, or poison them. It could be a simulation of trying to reduce their resistance without permanent maiming. Light bowgun may have been better for this, but I wanted to try the bow, so... The core mechanic that allows this video to even happen is monster capturing. You can do it on big monsters, and big monsters are pretty much the whole game. Apart from those 2 beginning slay quests. Slay, Queen. To catch monsters you need traps. We can't use shock traps because they require thunderbugs. That would be using an insect, so that's out. Pitfall traps we can make out of ivy and, oh for fuck's sake, spider webs. I guess using a spider web isn't vegan either. I suppose taking a web that was found in the woods is better than completely draining a bug of its life's essence to make a trap, so pitfall traps it is. To trap the great Jagras, we also need tranquilizer bombs. I went to the stockpile to buy them, and they're not in stock yet, so I have to gather my own materials for tranq bombs, that being sleep herbs and parashrooms. The speedball of knockout pills. Monster Hunter, try Monster Drugger. We'll need energy, so let's see if anything at the canteen is for us. Oh look, it's a giant slab of meat.
Okay, those aren't vegan.
Of course, we can always pick the veggie option. Veggies. Let's have it, please, Monsieur Cat Chef. Hang on. Fish? And meat?
Those aren't vegan.
I thought I ordered the veggie. She's eating the fish. Well, that's another vegan fail. Vegan fail 4. We could go on an expedition, but I choose instead to do a gather quest for the Meowscular chef. He really needs to add more vegan options. 20 gourmet mushrooms. Simple enough if you can find where they grow in abundance. Eventually, in Zone 14, we get the sleep herb we need. Well, 2 of them. And after 30 minutes has elapsed on the clock. 30 minutes? We get the last gourmet mushroom and turn in the quest. With our materials gathered, we can make pitfall traps and enough tranquilizers to bag us a great Jagras. Once again, we take the veggie option and I skip all the cutscenes to avoid breaking the vegan rules again. Look, it says we ate veggies. All you see is an empty plate. There's no evidence that she just ate meat. We are wearing bones we've scavenged from the floor. I asked my girlfriend, my vegan consultant, about this. It's fine to use a material like bone if we didn't kill an animal or support an industry that does the same. We found them left out in the wild. Part of the natural order. That loophole allows us to craft the bone bow, too. Now, usually I play melee, gun lance on my main, hunting horn back in MH4U, so forgive me, I'm a noob when it comes to bows. I wanted to try out the paralyze effect though, see if we can get him early for a pain-free capture. Alas, it wasn't enough, and we need to humanely pump him full of more arrows. Parts broken? Well, never mind that. Jagras is fat now.
Oh boy, that monster's really mad now. Be ready for some vicious attacks.
Vicious attacks, huh? What, like running away? What a fine time to analyze his fecal matter. Fresh. Come back here, you. You're invited to a sleepover. Attendance, non-negotiable. Another problem presents itself when his posse shows up. We can't accidentally kill a little Jagras. That's not very vegan, is it? Collateral damage and more dead animals. So I have to aim carefully. We do hit them a bit, but fortunately, no kills. It comes very close. Skull on the minimap means our quarry is close to capture as dawn approaches. We find him resting, ready for the impressive feat of engineering we know as a pitfall trap, and a face full of sleepy powder. a Pukei Pukei appears to finish off the quest.
You were right. There's our mark.
The Resource Center trio are now open for business,
Oh, you are too good to me.
so we can take any bounty as long as it doesn't involve collecting bugs or animal bits. We're sent off to establish a new campsite, but this old Wyverian chap asks us for help in finding a race of cat people in the new world, the Grimalkines. We follow, then lose, a trail of their paw prints, doodles and scent, and I then decided I wanted to find the new campsite before Fieldy got there and nagged us, but there he is.
Over here!
We can't establish the new camp because this plumed pilferer is present. With that, we're given the orders to hunt it down, but we've got felines to find. Our own feline friend alerts us to the trail again, and we're led to a chase among the treetops. Vegan problems. We endure countless cat puns while in pursuit, and I can't see the thing we're chasing, but I just happen to know the route, so we get there. Fleet of foot and knowing of forest paths, a new alliance is fur-orged, and we head back to the camp to rest up and prepare for our hunt. I thought it was a cooler option than heading back to HQ every time. I wish this was more viable overall. Newly geared up, I ask the handler for a veggie platter, which she cooks in a stone oven. I don't really know what she did to cook those veggies. Maybe it's starchy stuff like potatoes. Chippies. The poverty life is real. I didn't have enough shrooms to make Paralyze shot. Our new Grimalkine ally, Trap Whiz, came along for the hunt, unbidden.
Look out! Your health is low. Keep your
We're helpfully told by our handler that if you're hurt, you have to heal. Thanks, I guess. It's time to make it rain on Kulu It's time to make it rain on Kulu Kaya. I always forget its name. I'm considering the poison shot to be a kind of tranquilizer in itself. After all, I'm trying to wear the bird's energy down until a time I can put it to sleep. My cat recruited a Jagras mid-fight. See? We are on the side of animal kind. Off it goes. Yaku heads back to its nest. When they go to rest or eat like this, it's easy to put a trap down and go for the capture.
Nice job hunting the Kulu Ya Ku. Select Astera from the world map so we can go home.
Working hard?
On returning, we're asked for a favour by this shirker who wants a moss swine hide. Well, that's a mini-quest that will never be finished. A rainy night marks our next assignment, to rid the northeast forest of the Pukei Pukei. Pukei Pukes, rainbow chameleon bird thing. Wow, there it is. The rain is an omen, pathetic fallacy as it's called, foretelling a tragic outcome. As this thing constantly spits poison, it's probably not vulnerable to my poison arrows. I'm constantly hit by the poison, but I've learnt to bow better, including this attack for the mount.
Yeah! You've mounted the monster.
Why, yes, I'm a vegan, yes. I'm understanding more how to pour that damage on. Paralyze, and time for some fireworks. The hunt is going so very well, the Veganator gets a bit carried away, and thus comes the tragedy. The Pukei is injured, and limps away in retreat. I was confused. Usually limping means it's capture time, but I looked at the minimap and saw no skull icon on the Pukei symbol. I thought this meant that he's not ready for capture. It turns out I'm used to my scout fly levels being high on all monsters, and on a new file, I hadn't advanced my understanding of this monster with the research team. So with this error in my thinking, I went to further weaken the Pukei, thinking just a couple more shots. Fuck. Of all vegan fails, that's more like the whole run is failed. While the game considers me to have advanced, we're gonna have to redo the hunt and not kill the damn thing. Fortunately, the Pukei hunt is available as an optional quest immediately, so off we go. This time an Anjanath is intent on spoiling the party, and Pukei Boy takes to the skies. We track it and start fighting, but Angie shows up again. What is this clusterfuck? Odd recruits a little Jagras while the big one joins the fray. Not a good idea, Jagras buddy. Picking up monster parts that fell off when two of them were fighting. Does that violate my vegan principles? I don't know. We shoot it out of the air, and I thought I did some sick dodge, but... Is it vegan to use a Jagras to fight with you? Probably not, but I didn't recruit the damn Jagras, my Palico did. He does it automatically if you go anywhere near the small monsters. What? More Jagras? Are they all aggroed on the Pukei? Man, brutal. Off it goes. Let's not fuck the capture up this time. There we go.
You can't carve material.
Another piece of the Elder Dragon, Zorah Magderos, has split off and been left in the Wild Spire wastes. So it's time for Monster Hunter's version of an escort mission. Alongside the scholars and their wagon.
Okay.
See guys, the handler isn't useless. She can push a cart. But she's not out here getting carted.
Oh, dear me! A Rathian!
Jumpin' Jaggies! A Rathian! Stay calm! And run for your life!
We hide from a Rathian, but she sniffs us out. And we run. Eventually, we make it to the... the slag. Volcanic runoff, or waste, from a smelting process. As Zorah Magderos is essentially a walking volcano, does that mean this slag is its excrement? Anyway, for my non-British viewers, I'll spell it out. This section tickles me because slag, in UK slang, is another word for slut, hussy, tart, slapper, trapper. One of the bug trapper cats has joined as a tail rider, or teammate. You know what they say, the more the merrier. We found it, the big slag. Apparently this slag belongs to a Barroth who defends it jealously. The handler shoves the scholars into some cave, and we've got a fight on our hands. If you don't know how the bow works, you might assume that one can merely run away and fire from a safe distance. However, the bow is effective at mid to close range. Stand any further and you'll deal barely any damage. The cats keep that thing so distracted, I'm able to rain arrows down on it for half the fight. The trapper sets flash bombs up for me consistently too. After a near miss or two, it runs away already. Best music. This area has the best music. And this game has the best mud tech apparently. It looks convincing. Shock trap from our ally. Into paralysis from me. Into close range battering. And the capture is available. However, we weren't carrying the pitfall, so we need a pit stop. We find the Barroth recuperating, but we can't place the trap here as it won't work in the swamp. Nearby, we find a patch of suitable land. Bait him towards us. And seal the deal.
You did it, partner! Okay, I'll be waiting over by the slag.
Waiting over by the... what?
Are you tracking the monster that dropped that massive slag?
Back in Astera, we're given an opportunity to upgrade the canteen, but we can't do it as it's another slaying quest. A scholar's gone missing, and we're sent to fight what I think is one of the cooler additions to the world roster. Jyuratodus. It's the way it goes in and out of the swamp, changes the area around you, and gets stuck in the mud. It's a cumbersome, awkward fight, and a cool moment in low rank. I always appreciate games that make you contend with both your enemy and the environment. It makes the world feel real, and not just like set dressing. I used to love the fight, having only done it with my gun lance, but for our blue-haired eco-warrior, it sucks. I kept getting grey numbers, not doing enough damage. This was my fault though, for not understanding how the game works. This swamp thing encases its head in hardened mud as protection. I thought it would come off with enough shots, but no, what you're supposed to do is use water element attacks or moss pods you can find lying around with your slinger. Our quarry picks a fight with a Barroth and appears to lose. But my frustrations get the better of me. The running cactus dude from Final Fantasy has appeared, making this a crossover episode. Blinch. Don't. Blinch. Don't do it. Must resist temptation. Get out of here, Cactor. Right. I shot it, and now it's shooting back. Shooting 10,000 needles. It hit the monster. Oh god. It's fucking dead. What? Was that my fault? Was it an accident? I didn't kill the monster, so do I count this as a vegan fail? I'm gonna say no. I totally didn't know what was gonna happen. Next up, we're sent to capture Tobi-Kadachi. The reason? I don't know, we just do as we're told. This thing's like a cross between a Zinogre and a flying squirrel. It looks like he exists to interact with the ancient forest environment. But waiting up in the tree like that makes him a sitting duck, and down he goes. If it's not obvious by now why I keep firing uncharged shots, in MH World, spamming 3 shots in rapid fire raises the charge level with each shot. So in firing the 3rd shot, you're at max power for whatever special shots you chain afterwards, until you break the sequence. That includes the arc shot, which rains pebbles down on them, and the Dragon Piercer as a combo ender. Capcom and their combos, man. Street Fighter, Devil May Cry. This. Irregular damage is supplied by the Anjanath, which arrives to slam our boy Tobi unceremoniously to the ground. He didn't like that, so off he goes. We follow him, ready to get that capture. I tried to use the Spore Puff, thinking it would put him to sleep, but all I do is blow my cover. He screeches and runs again. We catch up and place the pitfall nearby, but he knocks us down before we can finish laying it. Did he destroy the trap? He runs, so we fly back to the camp to grab another trap, and find Tobi Boy at his nest again. And here lies the problem. I select the trap, and it's crossed out. We can't use it. Well, why not? I don't know. We don't have another trap active out in the world. Or do we? What happened when Tobi hit the trap? Maybe he didn't destroy it and it glitched out. Went through the floor or something. I don't know. I was looking for it before and it seemed to have gone. We're in a predicament now. Do the quest over, or commit another vegan fail? We go with the latter. Back at camp again, I have thunderbugs in my box for some reason, so I use one to make a shock trap and get the capture. Use of insects. That's not vegan.
You did it!
After that, old blue hair has to get out and clear her blue head. Walk with the animals once more. Racked with the guilt that we used the electricity, the very life energy of a defenseless, innocent little insect, for our personal gain. We need some good, honest work, like picking cacti. No hard feelings from before, eh, Kulu? Finally, poison and power coatings are available in the shop, but still no pitfall traps or trank bombs. Preparations for the big operation are finally complete, and we must now remove the encroaching Anjanath from the equation. A poster boy for Monster Hunter World, Anjanath was seen in the trailers and the promo material. Veganator makes her presence known, and here we go. So far, so bad. We're getting slapped about. Greed gets the better of me. As we didn't kill the great Jagras, I thought his mats would be fair game. Apparently not. Anja is a step up in difficulty. Perhaps the first real test in low rank. His rush forward catches us mid-charge, and we need to adapt. I thought I was clear, but what do you think? It's okay, I'm a Monster Hunter fan. This be how it be. Tracking him, we catch him leaving the map in a way I've never seen. And it's down to a final showdown, the coastline at dawn. Almost got the second poison proc, so I craft on the spot, and... Am I cooked, chat? Wow.
Whoops. We failed the quest. That's okay. Get yourself prepped and try again.
We get ourselves prepped and try again. Somehow the command grab, hard to dodge as it looks, barely scratches us.
You're bound to get one.
But the rush forward sure does. That's one cart. Struggling though I am, I really started to enjoy the bow here. I know. I shall le-jump off this mushroom. Last chance. I fumbled. I fumbled the inputs. That's 2 failed Anja hunts. Well, third time lucky, right? Right? Third hunt. I aim to fight a bit more carefully. Kinda. Maybe dodge more and spam shots less. Go for close range coating when I can to maximize damage off a mount and knockdown. Knock the trap onto his head just like the cutscene and keep piling on that damage. Oh, getting vored again? Again? Apparently my lying on the floor iframes mean my cat can't heal me either. I know, I'll hook this bug above the arena and... nah. Got swatted out the air. Jesus! What's the telegraph for that fire attack? Can't make armor skin or demon drug, by the way, as they use bugs as an ingredient. What's that in the sky? It's only the king. Holy shit, it picked Anjanath up. Dropped his ass. Come on, Anja, let's run. We don't want anything to do with that Rathalos. Oh man, it followed me down here. Anja attacks it, and it's still looking for me? Ouch. Oh god, no. Stuck in a wall of pink flesh and scales. And not in the good way. Anja's gone. Let's follow suit.
Okay, monster's trapped in the vines. Now hit it with all you've got.
Yes! A full combo and Dragon Piercer down the length of the beast. Get back here. We find him asleep in his nest but can't put a trap here. We put it nearby and fortunately he rushes straight to us. Finally, we've caught an Anjanath.
All our preparations are complete.
The commander is once again impressed by our veganism and the way we very humanely shot the Anjanath through with hundreds of bladed arrows before trapping it, loading it with enough drugs to put it into a several-day-long coma while researchers poke and prod at it. We're given marching orders. It's time to stop that walking volcano in the Great Ravine. The scout flies warn us. It's time.
Get to your posts, now!
Man, the first time seeing this was the coolest thing ever. There's not much vegan about this battle, is there? We can't kill it though. Salvos of 5 cannonballs at a time are more of a nuisance than a threat to Zorah Magderos. A pterodactyl thing just flew in front of my cannon, so that's another vegan fail right there. I'm not sure what our efforts really do here. Am I speeding the quest up, or in fact prolonging it? At any rate, we soon use ballistae and ropes to restrain this colossal elder dragon and hitch a ride onto its back. On the vegan front, I'm now mining its back for materials. Is that alright? Does this thing feel pain from the rocks on its back? Or its magma cores, for that matter. In about 3 full combos, we break the first magma core and arse about looking for more rocks. I thought maybe we could mine these spots and make a Zorah Magderos bow, but it turns out there isn't one. Papa Nier's voice actor does what he does best.
Hunters, make Prince head and attack that core with all you've got!
We play Inferior Shadow of the Colossus, and before long, all the magma cores are extinguished. Really, I should have gone for the metal bow and power coating, but meh.
Magma core destroyed! Magderos' shell!
Back on its back, a Nergigante decides to get in on the action. I try and fight it for literally no reason. Why is my backup taking so long? This chump, who looks a bit like me IRL, jumps into the fray and gets wrecked.
He's from the first!
Master!
No way.
Did the handler get turned on by that? Everyone died, the end.
I'm getting too old for this.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of those who actually likes the story in Monster Hunter games. I don't know how many of us there are. One of the coolest areas in concept I've ever seen is the Coral Highlands. Like the design team said, coral reefs are awesome, let's just make one on land to explore.
Come on! This way!
The handler handles herself poorly as usual, and we're rescued by a cool Mad Max looking old lady. We're delivered to the Third Fleet, who prefer thinking rather than doing, and who apparently just sit around and smoke all day in their crashed airship. One of the things I love about Monster Hunter is the vibes are utterly unmatched. I would want to live in this world. The people do back-breaking labour or risk their lives every day, hunting, all with a smile on their faces, before it's home to drink at the tavern with an oversized meal. No one seems malcontent, and there's no human-to-human conflict. They're all too busy for that. Wandering around the coral, we find a new type of bone, which may be important later, get flashed by a Greek dip, and find a place for a new campsite, which we'll never be able to set up, as it requires hides from small monsters. Yeah, we're limited to one camp in the Coral Highlands. The Third Fleet want to get their airship Iceborne. Bloodborne. Airborne. Again. For that, we need materials from a Paolumu. This cute flying fluff ball. As we're about to capture it, we assume they're just gonna shear it, like you'd shear a sheep. It'll all grow back, I'm sure. We employ the usual paralyze and poison shenanigans. Even shoot it out of the air with some para. You know me, always getting some tail. Tzitzi-ya-ti shows up and flashes Paolumu down to the ground. Thanks for the assist, buddy. I love the dance of bow animations when you move while charging or dodge. Paolo flies away, only to get bullied by Tzitzi-ya-ti again. What was that? Moonwalk dodge into fake out shot mount attack? Schmoovin'! I didn't see a skull on the map, and I'm worried I'm gonna kill these monsters without getting the capture, so after downing him again, I tried the trap, to good results. When out foraging in the Coral Highlands, we find ourselves attacked by the local cat tribe. They say they'll carve me up for kibble. These unfriendly natives elicit a reasonable response from myself, an immediate escalation into lethal force. Does this count as a vegan fail? I don't think so. I'm acting in self-defense. Better not let it go to waste. The Grimalkines flee, issuing a challenge to meet on their home turf. We arrive to clear the air. Apparently they have the word jerk. What seems to be the problem? The problem. This tribe is known as the Troopers, and they want our help hunting 2 Tzitzi-ya-tis. We accept the assignment. Looks like they're going to be joining us for the whole hunt. Bro really said, "Give me your best shot." Damn, these cats got some moves. Dancing on the drum. Kelby running past, double flash, horns and drums. This is chaos. I don't see a skull on the map, but chance to trap anyway. It's no good. He's not weakened enough, so we rain more shots on him, and it's enough to put him out before the trap expires. So it's back to camp to grab another trap, and back to the next Tzitzi-ya-ti boy. A poor attempt at mounting it sees us corner trapped and bodied. The second one runs off wounded, and we sneak after it. I just noticed there's a little hiding behind the wall animation. What? His flash attack gives us the opening we need to put the second trap down. Nya. The troopers are pleased with our work. They give the Coral Orchestra gadget to our cat, so now we can get buffs. Now we're off to, well, the last place a vegan wants to be. Golgotha, a place of death. An elephant graveyard. The Rotten Vale. Oh look, it's Best Girl being cool again. We've had a problem with my bow upgrades. We can't. Even the metal and ore upgrade path requires Monster Bone M. That's a problem for us, as you can only carve it off dead monsters, or get it in quest rewards. We've been quite clear that we don't want to be paid in monster parts, because that would be supporting a decidedly un-vegan economy. So, what to do. I was worried that eventually the game would scale difficulty too high for the basic bows, and eventually we'd have to compromise. However, in this area of the Rotten Vale, a corpse sometimes drops, an unnamed wyvern or a Legiana, and on this carcass you can usually find a monster bone M. I don't think ever before an MH World player has been so overjoyed to see medium monster bone, but that's the position I find myself in. We can stay true to our awkward vegan principles and finally get one more upgrade on both the bone and metal paths. The playthrough is saved. The game has finally thrown us a bone, but before we bone out, this one bony boy has one to pick with us. And probably wants to bone us. No bones about it. Too much? Yeah, I know. My bad puns really cut to the bone. I started hunting Radobaan, but had to stop due to real life stuff, and you can't pause the damn game, so back to camp. By the time we got back into the action, Radobaan nearly killed me, forcing me to jump. But I realised that this is a totally different Radobaan. The one we saw before had left the locale while I was AFK. We're still in an exhibition, not a formal quest, and sometimes the monsters just leave.
You were out cold when I found you.
Before we head back, we meet Madame Mad Max again. Conscious, this time.
Saved us!
Like a lot of the lifers from the New World, she's got her own shit to deal with. Doesn't have time to babysit us. Right, let's hunt that Radobaan, for reasons. A lot of my shots are doing grey damage numbers, meaning I'm not accurate enough to hit the weak points, which I assume are the dark bits, and not the ossified armour. Nothing a bit of poison can't help with. And paralysis to help me line up the dragon-piercing shot. Damn. We get rolled a few times, but the beast shows us mercy. This guy is just a bona fide easier Uragaan, isn't he? With the sledgehammer jaw and everything. Shot by shot, the armour comes off. Vegan, by the way. Yeah, don't worry, we only broke some animals' bones today. Broke them clean off. How many? Oh, well, about 50. 50 or 60 bones. How long are those going to take to grow back? We go for the capture, and no, too early. He breaks out. What a waste of items. While we're in the Vale, I go for another Monster Bone M, but the local fauna won't let me carve it. This is a real issue. I can't kill them to clear the way. Defeated. Has Rado regained some armour by swimming in bone pile sludge? How does that work, exactly? Anyway, sufficiently weakened, he's finally able to be captured. Between quests, I kept doing little expeditions to the Rotten Vale for bones. I found a way to scavenge that one corpse drop in peace. The ghillie suit lets me get in for the bone and out before the other scavengers attack me. Hunter's Bow level 4, however, needs Monster Bone L, so that remains out of our reach. We still can't fly the research ship down to the Vale though because of Legiana, so tonight, Veganator joins the hunt. And calls for aid. The local felines answer the call and trap the Legi after we mount it. That's a lot of free damage. Surprise flash attack from Tzitzi-ya-ti? He just fucked off. Didn't even have a turf war. Our arrows shall block out the sun. That bat will be grounded for a spell. Legi's one of my least favourite mons, mainly because its nest is so high up. And I'm not about to use a mantle just to travel up there, so we cosplay as a Taco Titan and swing climb our way up there. It's asleep, so Nice and easy capture. I do love the way your character will cover their face while throwing tranq bombs down. The Elder Melder has come back from the research ship. She can transform random items of ours. A lot of them, to make other items. I basically never use this service on my main, but with this, we have access to mega potions, catalysts, and other things by spending our discarded bones or plants. Now we've got plant-based gear. We might need it for further delving into the Rotten Vale. Scavenging a warped bone unlocks the Dragon Bone Bow for us, a totally new upgrade path. A game changer. We find a hot little bit of slag, but oh no, classic handler. We're attacked by Odogaron, hereafter known as Gary. We're saved by the tracker again, who seems to be slinging shit at the monster. After running like a coward, Veganator decides to go and hunt the beast down to save our new friend. I tried to open with a charged Dragon Piercer from stealth, but get slapped out of it. With the low damage that comes from not being able to upgrade my weapons much, I need every buff that my cat can give me. Gary seemed to get paralysed quickly. I haven't been looking up their weaknesses online, but maybe I should. Oh man, slashed down and bleeding out. I'd cower in some bushes, hoping it doesn't come and finish me off before I can heal and stop the bleeding. Paralysed again. The pack of Jyuratodus are attacking our target too. Para into jumping stab for the mount. And they've paralysed it again? This feels like a beating, but you should never count Gary out. I actually consider this guy to be quite hard. For whatever reason, I haven't melded mega potions yet, so have to drink 3 standard ones. Gary doesn't appreciate my mount attempt and shreds me to ribbons once again, but this time, as soon as we get up, we bleed out. A smart man would refill all his coatings from the box when this happens, but I never feel like doing that when I feel a hunt's about to end anyway. Oh, sorry, Gary, have we interrupted your dinner? He's exhausted. Is this the time? Please don't leave. There.
Parker, I'm waiting for you back at camp.
I'm going out for another look.
No, you're not.
Yo. The tracker seems to be some good representation of women. Older too. And she's a believable character. She's independent and don't need no man. Really, she lives alone, researching this fucking place. It's dangerous out here. She didn't inexplicably solo the monster using girl power, and she's not just a copy of a masculine hero either. She understood she was in trouble and used her survival skills to hide. Skills that came from her years of living out here before we showed up, and surviving all this time. The one who thought she needed rescuing was another woman, the handler. Well, this is understandable too, because she, like us, is still a greenhorn in the new world. Also, I suppose she's being maternal here by comforting the handler. No need for a dramatic, emotional reunion, but she's not cruel about it either. She's not obnoxious. She's here to do her thing. And do it alone, it seems. Anyway, enough about women. I'm off to protest against period cramps. Just need to find the right outfit. It's hard sometimes when you're 6'5" like I am.
One that easily dwarfs any I have ever seen.
Yeah. They die here.
Bingo! An elder's death is the catalyst. The Vale is Zorah Magderos' resting place.
We learn the Rotten Vale is where elder dragons come to die. It's where Zorah Magderos should be heading, but isn't, for some reason.
Clues are all here. Friends, you go finish this. I want to stay here a while longer.
Before advancing the plot, we take the optional quest to hunt a Rathian. I feel like Bo is pretty good against Wraths.
Huh?
Just us two again. It's not a date or anything, but Bucker. We're looking for a first Wyverian, the wise old elves. However, we've approached the throne. All hail the king. King of the skies.
A Rathalos!
Rathalos. Damn, Veganator. Where are you going with those hands? Alexa, play Careless Whisper.
Found you.
The first Wyverian is some sick fuck and isn't going to tell us anything about Zorah Magderos unless we can defeat Rathalos, King of the Skies, and a Diablos. Weirdo. He's fully aware that if no one stops that walking volcano, it's going to nuke the whole continent. Instead of getting the quest, we get after that Rathalos right now. Just have to bow to the mistress a bit, then we're good to go. Our new Dragonbone bow comes in hella useful. It has an elemental damage rating of 300, which applies flat dragon damage to every shot, whether we hit a weak point or not. Also, monsters like dragons, i.e. most of the roster, are quite weak to dragon element, and we need all the damage we can get. This bow doesn't support poison coating, but we can now use sleep arrows, so let's try that out. I read that with status effects on bow, it's better to use fully charged shots rather than spamming. I can't remember why. Anyway, we put the dragon to sleep and fucking fall off. The very vegan act of exploding barrel bombs on sleeping monsters is now a play in our repertoire. The first hit on a monster when they're asleep does double damage. Fireball me, will ya? Nope. I'm gonna nutmeg and mount you. Bug trappers! My comrades come through for me once again. Damn, what a sequence. The buffs my cat can give me with that choral orchestra are super good. Affinity up? That's my crit rate. But we're nearly toast. I go for another sleep attack, and Rathalos can't seem to take off. Are the drugs affecting him? Or maybe it's just the exhaustion. He's out. But Anjanath shows up as we place the bomb. Close one. Wait, these two fought in this exact little gully last time. We're here for the rematch. Anjanath from the top rope! Rathalos fights fire with fire, then decides to live to fight another day. Good. When both monsters stay in one place, it's horrible to deal with. Wrath flies up to carpet bomb me, but I shoot him down. There's the limp. Annoyingly, we can't unlock all the camps because they require us to deliver small monster parts. That includes the camp that's right next to the Rathalos nest, meaning we have a long climb ahead of us. At last. Capturing the Rathalos while we're still in an expedition is a bit odd.
Next up, Diablos. I'll get the quest ready for you. Just say the word when you're ready.
There's no fanfare or victory screen. Veganator's always been a bit fond of Rathalos. A bit too fond, if you ask me. Whoa, it's gone. Our second target, Diablos. As we look for him, we secure help from our strategic feline alliance. Oh shit. One of the cooler intros, and one of the cooler screams too. Fuck. Get wrecked. I'll have a quick quaff in my stealth. Ranged weapons are great against Diablos, I think, as his wings are the weak point, a rather large target. My cat's weapon does a bit of paralysis, enough for the effect to kick in and save our blue ass. Oh my god, we broke its horn. That was an accident, I swear. Diablos disagrees. And now I'm stunned. I can't shake it off in time.
Are you okay? If you need help, use your SOS flare to call other hunters.
No! Back into the fray, my friends, once again. I have the wherewithal this time to put my guild-supplied screamer pods to use. They stun the monster when it burrows underground. The timing's a little tight because I have to sheathe my bow before firing it. Our ally puts a shock trap down for us, and we get to paralyze for even more free damage. Sleepy time, and the world's worst alarm clock. He's had enough of our shit. Fighting Wrath and then Diablos straight after is definitely a throwback to classic Monster Hunter 1. He's weakened and moves towards his nest. But I make use of the nearby flashfly to get a trap out immediately. All this for a well-earned lore dump.
The first Liberian says
Thick Thighs McVeganator and Handle Me Softly attend another briefing in the commander's war room. War table? Does it never rain in Astera? We have to fight Zorah Magderos again, and encourage it not to crawl into the Everstream and super die. We're gonna do it by being fucking annoying, buzzing around it like flies. Enough cannon fire and damage to annoy it, and it'll piss off and die somewhere else. This is the last mission in low rank. It's a low-key story beat. Zorah Magderos 2. Infernal Boogaloo. It's Colossin time. Let's wander over. But this mission is a bit of aggro, to be honest. We flounder about trying to destroy the cores.
Stand at the ready! Nergigante is upon us!
Do effectively nothing against Nergigante.
it's trying to get up!
Brace for the shock! Don't let it shake you off! It's up to you to drive off Nergigante!
I never understood the stalactites in this mission. Can only seem to hit them when they're super close.
Nergigante has retreated!
Good! That's one problem we don't want to deal with. Continue the operation!
And it's back to the cannon set piece again. Damn, these things are stable. Repeat fire cannons? I don't need to explain why that would never work. Also, what's the charge? What's propelling the balls?
Right.
Field team leader tells us we need to go dragonate the dragon.
Now! Hold nothing back!
Over 2,000 damage? Have that.
Fire!
Oh, fuck this, I'm off. Fucking humans. Annoying little pests.
We did it!
Yes!
The best "we did it" is from MGS4. If you know, you know.
We did it!
It's over.
Yes.
Well, that's the end of low rank. You might think it to be half of the main story, but it's way over half.
So, ready to go home?
In my blue-haired anime vegan headcanon, there's been a time skip. We got a bit tired of the bow and switched to horn. Still not using monster parts to upgrade, so it's a rarity 3, low-rank horn. However, the game has moved on. We're going into high rank now. The old armour and weapons are immediately outclassed. The game shows you this by giving you a Pukei boy that's tougher than you could have imagined. The handler has gone a bit rogue, I think. She immediately orders us to hunt the Pukei. Where's the sign-off from the research commission? Where's the protocol? Let's take this horn for a spin. What's up? Vegan, by the way, but we could all use a little self-improvement. Well, stunned already? This little kilt we're wearing, the metal bagpipes, we're in our Scottish era. With my music and Odd's horn, I'm getting double buffed, but I must confess, it's been years since I mained horn in Monster Hunter 4U. I'm out of practice, and not familiar with the changes. Pukei doesn't appreciate the bludgeoning, however. Regardless, we chase it down for more rough music. Okay, come on, kilt, bagpipes, and now we're fighting in what looks like heather. I feel like we should have a blue face instead of just the hair. I'm not a huge fan of the amount of words on screen when using horn, but I guess once you're adept at it, you can remove those HUD elements and just remember what buffs you have. Slogging it out in the marsh, caught in a canyon. Oh god, Barroth, a Cactuar, and a Galalajka showed up. I'm out of here. Good luck, Barroth. We tried to whack it out of the air and... What the devil? I hit the Diablos with a dung bomb. So it should be retreating right about now. Oh well, it's still an expedition. There's no limit on the amount of times we can get carted off. Eat this. I'm trying to capture you non-lethally. Take that. And that. Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams.
Are you okay? We should head back and report to the commander.
It's time for the Anjanath rematch in high rank. A time for that great beast to get his revenge on me. I've only just noticed this thing is basically a Devil Joe anyway. What are those little wings for? Yeah, walk away. You won't. Remember, we haven't been able to upgrade anything. My weapon is still rarity 3, but it must be pretty damn good, especially with its 300 dragon attack, to manage to keep up in high rank so far. Mount, chase, sleep, bomb, piercer, jumping arrow slash into charge shot combo. We bow now. Bow to no one, bow to everyone. Oh no, my analog stick. Stop jumping around. Wrecked. Again. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Where are you going, sir? We ran out of paralyze coating before we could get the status again, but go crazy with the damage. Get cocky and... Oh, what? Okay, well that's 2 carts. Oh, Johnny 2 carts over here. He was almost done as well. I like to think of Veganator's new armour as a special, high-tech combat suit developed for her by the Research Commission to reward and further encourage her efforts. I like it. It gives me minor Jill Valentine vibes or the stealth suits from MGS. Some time has passed. Her hair's grown out. We finally scooped up enough droppings and mysterious fluid to identify that the pink Rathian we're hunting is indeed a pink Rathian. We decided to enlist the help of the troubadour cats, even if that meant running away from Pinky. No, Tzitzi-ya-ti, no, no! Did that cat just rub his balls and ass in my face? Oh boy, that's a lot of grey numbers. All that defense won't help against unavoidable sleeping time, however. She's so agile in her new suit, you can't touch her, baby. My MO is becoming quite practiced at this point. Bow, I think, must be good against Pink Rathian. We're always out of range of its scarier melee attacks, and its fireballs are very easy to read. I know all Rathianas like the back of my hand at this point too, so we're just pouring damage on at all times. Why didn't that tail swipe hit me? Don't tell me I rolled it. Roll iframes aren't really a thing in MH World unless you build for it. We ran out of sleep coating and couldn't get that second drugging, but fortunately, when we disturb this toad, it finishes the job for us. Oh shit. I didn't think about collateral damage. The nearby wildlife just got blown to bits. That was enough. After a slog running after our pink lady, we almost get the capture, but where can we put the trap? Thank you for cooperating.
All the same, she's in remarkable condition. She must have grown somewhere rich in nutrients. I might know where that is.
Fucking typical Mr. Anime Monster Hunter shows up. Unskippable walking cutscenes. Suddenly, this game has become Ass Creed. After that, walking sim becomes running simulator as we're set loose in the final hunting area of the game, the Elder's Recess.
There! Nergigante's
Our
trail!
task is to sight some new monsters and sniff more ablutions on the floor to find old Nergi. Nergigante has apparently 404'd, however, so we're set loose to do a further expedition or finish an optional quest until we can find enough tracks. I decide to hunt the Dodogama, the big explosive frog dude. He throws me one hell of a welcome party. Damn, that other monster, Uragan's got a jaw like Rachel Zegler under threat. He's kind of in the way. I hope one of them leaves, so... Oh, they both left. And arrived in the same place. Come help me, wild cat. Eat dung pod, Zegler jaw. Finally, time to pour on that damage. Oh, what is that? I don't blame you for running away, Dodogama. I'd do the same if I saw me. I mean, if I saw Levasiov. The problem is, he's run straight back to his best buddy, Uragaan. Let's go for a mount attack. Everyone complains about jank hitboxes when they get hit. I have to be fair now and say maybe I should have taken damage here. I hit Uragaan with another poopy projectile. Man, that thing must be covered in shit by now. Wait, did I shoot the exploding rock out of its mouth? Got the mount, and now for a full combo into Dragon Piercer. Oh, what? Who the fuck are you? You'd think bombs wouldn't be effective on this guy, as he appears to be made of explosions. Or maybe that's why he's more vulnerable. Bow can't be good against Dodogama. It constantly puts you in the perfect range for his fireballs to hit you. I mean, look at this. I must confess, I am struggling. Uragaan shows up again. Dodo leaves. Fortunately, he leaves us to it. Para, damage. But he breaks out the howitzer, and we're down for the second cart. Last chance. We restock on sleep coating, and once again go for the old Mega Bomb alarm clock, which is still more relaxing than the alarm sound on iPhones. He's had enough of that. Oh, it's cool how he sleeps in the ground a bit. We get the capture, And, why hasn't the quest ended? Oh god. I picked the wrong fucking quest. I wanted to hunt Dodogama, but I picked the Uragaan quest. Man, I am an idiot. 2 carts and 25 minutes elapsed. I should really just quit the quest and start again. No wonder Uragaan hung around so much. Maybe he hung around because he's the whole target of this quest. Anyway, against my better judgment, I decided to continue. 1 chance to win. We're off to a great start, staggered and on fire. Sleep his ass. Bomb surprise. Surprise nuts, am I right? He's such a long target that broadsiding him means we get a lot of hits. Big monster, easy target, for some good old analog stick gaming. I've got to say, the rest of this hunt I played out of my mind. I was playing mad the whole time, mad at myself. We even bring the sky crashing down. Missed the mount, ooze my ramp, and we dance the dance of dash shots. My god, we did it. A wound and a thirst. Our final command from the Research Commission: hunt and kill the creature known as Nergigante. Here we reach the ultimate moral dilemma for our vegan heroine. The problem here is that elder dragons cannot be captured. They're just too powerful. Traps don't work. For an elder dragon, it's no surrender, death before dishonor. Do we end the challenge here, or just chalk it up as yet another vegan fail?
Run! Smash! Full power!
However, this is a big one. We can't progress the game until that thing is dead. Nergi, by the way, feeds on other elder dragons, so there's something very unnatural about it. It's the ultimate carnivore versus our vegan archer. We are doing it for the good of the ecosystem, supposedly. It's a damn good boss battle. And I don't know what I'd do without my cat. Man, we are really going through these potions. We get the mount. Grimalkines are here. They offer us help, but why aren't they trapping it? A whopping 14 damage. God damn this Rarity 3 bow. Oh god, he's on us. And we're out of our synthetic mega potions. The stalactite trick works again. We aim for the white spines, needles, Well, we try at least. Projectiles, huh? 2 can play at that game. I am genuinely surprised to have got as far as we did with this low-level bow. I guess it's the 300 dragon damage that kept us in the game for so long, and we may have met our match here. Now watching the footage, I realise my bow and bomb strat doesn't bloody work. The arrow pierces through the barrel and hits the monster first, so the double damage bonus goes to the arrow and not the bomb. Oh, I think I've been doing this the whole time, maybe? The game's given me a 10-minute warning. That's a little bit shameful, I have to say, but finally he's limping. Nergigante nears his end. This is where we would usually capture. And poor Veganator. She's deluded. She even puts a trap down, praying it'll work. Even while asleep, the Nergi ignores the trap. We prepare to make the kill, but we can't do it. We can't bring ourselves to bring down and kill this majestic beast. Is it over for us? We can't kill the Elder Dragon, but maybe we can ask for help. Who will answer the call? Guys, you came. The Jiffy, Kuron, Teokyo. The best the Research Commission could arrange to provide on short notice. The squad. The battle begins in earnest. Really, this fight just got a million times easier. Even if someone ruined Teokyo's mount before he could finish it. Oh no, the horror. They've hacked off Nergi's tail. We need to respect our target, boys. Somehow their bloodlust abates long enough to notice I've put Nergi to sleep, and they back off to let me use bombs. However, I can't tell them that I forgot to bring the bombs. Hey, what are you doing? Stop carving the tail. That's against my values. Ow. No, no, no. Ugh. That's right, Charon. Don't let him cook meat in front of me. Oh, you absolute twats. Uh-oh. Oh, fucking hell. Classic. Look, Jiffy gets carted every time. Jiffy 2 carts. Typical. God, showed up for all the world to see. Imagine going down to Nergigante. I hope they don't finish the monster before I get back. Guys, have you no respect for the dead? Right, I'll do a despair gesture to try and show Veganator's regret. Great. Thanks, Charon.
What have we here?
Fuck, I've got to kill more things. So ends Veganator's journey, and in the end she broke her moral code, participating in the death of an animal, albeit an extremely dangerous one. The question is that the end of the playthrough? There's still a few more quests before we can finish the main story of Monster Hunter World base game.
Alright, dismissed!
3, 2, 1. Oh, it fucking put me in the wrong place.
It would do that.
Oh,
it
yeah,
would do that when you're trying to record it. It would. Fuck's sake. I can't even see, man. It's so fucking dark. Run away! But if you want me to just run in and kill everything now, I will. Don't worry about it.
You can carve materials off of monsters. These materials are...
And then I'll just piss off. That'll be me done. Oh shit, there's one left, look. There's one left, little fucker.
We can just fucking fly into
come
the
out
camp.
of come out of the camp. Yeah, but hardcore players, like, this video's not really for them anyway, right?
No. Yeah. Alright, get your maps out.
Yeah, get your maps out.
Show me them maps. 4, 3, 2, 1. I tried to read you rolling the other way.
I want to finish the job. We're going to upgrade the bow, using monster bone parts from quest rewards, but never intentionally hunting an animal for its upgrades. That means we keep the stealth suit, and only use the standard bone and metal bow paths to finally get some better damage. Let's get to work hunting the 3 elder dragons, before taking on the final boss. Kushala Daora, Teostra, and Vaal Hazak. But first, I got wrecked by Devil Joe with my Rarity 3 bow before upgrading. and finally caught it after a grueling 40 minutes.
Go! Fight it till the last fire inside you goes out!
The challenge is essentially over. With the killing of elder dragons, we can't pretend to be vegan anymore. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment to help with engagement, all that good stuff. We're about to hit 10,000 subscribers, which is just the beginning. I think. I hope. Thank you for all your support. I'll leave you with a montage of the remaining battles.
We did it! Vaal Hazak is really here!
Everything at your disposal. That's the way it works here in the New World.
There they go again. Always gotta be first.
You're really doing this?
Stop it! All right. You got this? I'll get him back to safety while you keep our new friend here at bay. Don't let it leave the nest. And I mean do not! I'll be back with help. Just do what you gotta do!
Ah! Oh no! This is awful! You got this! Go, 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 go! You're on the A-list, right? Ah, put her there. I happen to be an A-lister myself. Huh?
from the First Fleet.
Thank you!
Just glad you're still in one piece.
I'm getting too old for this.
Look, it's raining life.
I better pack on some weight. This is gonna be hard work.